Hi, I'm the Excel Carrot and welcome to my walkthrough of the all-in-one small business dashboard. It's a great dashboard for all your small business needs, which pulls through your inventory, your purchasing, your sales, your ordering, your invoicing, your product data, your supplier data and your customer data all in one. First of all, what we need to do is use the setup tab. Here we can select the different currencies. For today's purposes, I'm going to keep it in USD. 5 various trackers, bookkeeping transaction, and then various dashboards, which we'll go through in today's walkthrough. Here we have the bookkeeping transactions. Here we put any transactions outside of our purchasing and our sales tracker. So any ad hoc transactions, we put the date in, create a unique ID for each transaction, enter the amount, the VAT, sales tax amount, and then group it whether it be an expense or an income. As subcategory, we can select from our drop down list, and then any additional details. Next is our inventory tracker. I suggest updating this first for any products that you have on hand, and first setting up the spreadsheet. Here we add the items in, the material type, we can select from the drop down list, the categories we want to group our products up into, and then their individual SKUs. Here we have the starting amount, so our starting stock, our minimum order level, our minimum stock levels, our current level, which is automatically updated, and then our unit of measurement, again, which we can select from a drop down list. Here we have our status, which updates automatically based on our current levels. If this stock level was 0, we would have a red status come up to say order the stock. Here we have the sales price and the cost, which you manually input in, and then this will manually calculate the profit margin, the inventory value, the inventory profit, and the inventory average cost. Here we have the purchasing tracker. Again, input the order date, the date received, the status of the order, the supplier, which pulls from the supplier creation tab, which we'll come to, the item, which pulls from the inventory tab, the SKU and the URM, which automatically updates, the units that we purchased, the order total, the sales tax, and the tax code. Again, we can select from the drop down list. Our sales tracker. Here we input all our sales, so our order date, our unique order number which we create, our item which we can select from the drop down box, finished goods will update automatically, the quantity we sold, and then this will automatically update, and then any discounts we can apply here. This will then subtotal our order total, our sales tax on top, based on the tax code we select here. The month will automatically update, and then any additional notes we can input here. Order tracker will automatically update. Here we can add in the details. Here we have our invoicing tab. We can change the address to match your company's address, and then any other information you want to add. Here sorry, apologies, no here. We add your bank details and any other additional information you want to add to it. Here we can select the order number and it will pull back the various order information and the address. Here is the pricing calculator. So here we can create our own batches of products. So for example, here is one I've created, Beauty Box 30, and basically we select here the materials that are used within this batch, how many units, the total cost of labour. Here we can add a labour element, the hourly rate, the amount of minutes it took us to complete the batch, and then any other additional overhead costs. We have a graph here for our price breakdown and our cost breakdown. On here we can type in the name of our finished product, the SKU, the units it produces per batch, and the amount of revenue we would like to make on top. Here then it will automatically update our sales price, and then we can also add additional discount and sales tax here to give us our total cost. Now once we've created our batch, we can then create this to the product log. As you can see, this is one I created earlier. We can create as many as we like here, and this is where we'll keep our different product batches. We can then use the drop down list to select here, and then how many batches we'd like to produce. 10 batches here, and then we can create or 1 to match this, or 2 to give us our total base price and our total profit. Here then we can then create our batch to our product created log, and this is what I created earlier, and then input the date, the products were created, add your item, your finished product, to the inventory tracker. From the price calculator, the sales price being 45.17 and the total cost being 20.17. Our starting number was 0, but we created 20 from our batch creation. will automatically update on the inventory tab, and then we have a minimum level of 20, and if we select any higher than that, it will adjust. But let's keep it as 20, as that's the initial stock we brought in, or we created, sorry. So that's the price calculator. So basically here, as we add all the elements, we copy this information over onto the product log, and we can create as many as we like. This information then gets copied into the product created log, and then our finished products get inputted into the inventory, and all our materials will be updated here, along here, for any products we create here. Our next tab is the supplier creation tab. So all the basic information you'll need. Here I've added in some drop down lists to make it the inputting of the information easier. Then all your generic contact information. Again, wherever drop down list can be inputted, I've inputted it. VAT number, company number, MOQs, delivery terms, delivery code. Here we have the customer creation list.